Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more. And I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome to my returning subs, my growing extended, beautiful family. Just thank you for the continuing love and support that y'all been constantly giving me. It is truly appreciated. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes, inspiration, or uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times right now and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, or just needing spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music, the YouTube channel I'm using today is called Self-Healing Collective, and the music I'm listening to in the background is called All Seven Chakras Heal Chakras, Whole Body Regeneration, Emotional, Physical Healing, Chakra Activation Frequency. I know I'll keep on feeling some chills going up and down my body, so if you're hearing this in the background and you're getting chills or getting some kind of tingling, it's from that. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you cannot wear your crown if your head is staying down. Be proud of all you have endured. It reflects the magic of your power. It is so true. There's a lot of things that I was talking about, last week, where I was telling, people coming to me saying, Roslynn, the should, coulda, wouldas, and, or they felt shameful of the things that they have endured in their life or the decisions they made. And you should never be shameful of the things that you have went through. All these different things that has taken place in our life, even if you feel like there's some times where you have went through trauma. There's people that have been violated sexually, emotionally, mentally, all these different ways that they've been traumatized or basically violated in some kind of way. And sometimes we'll go through that mode, maybe from your abuser, to try to make it seem like it was your fault for things that, they have placed on you. And it's just like, you only can take responsibility for your own actions. You can't sit up here and make somebody do stuff like that to you. They're responsible for their actions as well. And it's just like, going through all the things we've been going through, is just like, I've been in my head a lot lately, and not in a negative way. Well, I'm not even going to lie and say that. There were certain things that I was dealing with, and I had to allow myself, there's different things that'll come to you. Just like y'all tell me, it was like, oh, I've been going through this, and boom, Roslynn, your video will come up, and I needed that. I was listening to other people's videos. I was listening to, I don't know if she's an evangelist or a preacher or something like that. Her name is Shannon Vet, and I was listening to some stuff, and she kept on saying 3 days, give 3 days for God to come around and turn things in your life. And mind you, when I saw this was on Friday, and it was like so many different things that's gone in my life where I felt stretched thin. I was mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I just tried to stay positive, even though the negative was reflected on my life very hard, to where I was constantly having my head down. I always tell y'all, I try to speak positivity in your life. These are things that I'm going through on a personal level. And it's just like, if universe is sending me different visions that, us as a collective, where it can help us out, I always let y'all know, these are the things that are going on. These are the things that that are keep taking place in our lives that we really need to pay attention to. And it's just like going through so many different things in our life. Don't ever allow yourself to think badly of yourself. Don't allow what somebody has done to you to think evil of them, because it's just like you're doing the same thing that they did to you. They're placing energy, that heavy negative energy on you, and you're being punished for something that you had nothing to do with. But it's just like we all have been chosen to walk these passes of life, to make our own rite of passage in some kind of spiritual, powerful way, to where we're used as an example to be able to tell your story of experience about how, something very tragic has taken place in your life, how it put you in a dark place, how it had you going through different things in your life where you knew, something was missing. There's just something that you're not putting your finger on. And then you had to go through different, experiences in your life that probably had you in a dark place, had you doing things that, that you're not proud of. And all these different things is telling you how you have evolved, how you have changed, not for the worse, but for the better. And a lot of times it has to get bad for it, so sorry about that. I'm on my laptop today, for it to get bad, for it to come out better, and a lot of times we don't realize you have to be able to step back and really see everything that has taken place in your life. And I say that a lot, but you have to be able to remind yourself, because there's a lot of things that we're going through that we're just trying to be at peace with, and you can be at peace with something, and next thing you know, something else will pop up, have you almost, going straight back. And a lot of times it takes you to have to go straight back for you to get that smack in reality. Like, look, I may not be able to change the outcome of this, but I have to change the way I'm looking at my outcome. All these things that has taken place in my life is nothing to be shameful for, but it reflects all the strength I have, because you're still here. You're still here. Everything may not be going the way you chose for it to go, but when you're allowing yourself to not be in the way of that process, of that progress, because, every day is like, you're getting over a little milestone, even if it's very small. You have to congratulate yourself from those things, because you knew, if you allow yourself to really look back from when you first started your spiritual awakening, you have gone through so many different things. You have endured a lot, to where, you were in a dark place. I look at my situation all the time. I used to be, strung out on weed. I used to, chain smoke cigarettes, drink when I had to, just to be able to cope with my pain, being able to use some kind of level of escape, because I didn't want to handle the things that I was going through, and a lot of times it's just like, I used to get frustrated because I'm not exactly where I'm at, where I want to be in my life, but I've came so far, and I was telling myself that yesterday. I was listening to, Shannon Yvette again, about the things she was talking about, about distractions and rebuking a lot of different things in your life, because it's like the devil, they want you to, keep allowing yourself to keep focusing on the things that has taken place, what somebody has done to you, what they have robbed you of, what they placed you in, what they, kept you, they blocked you from. That when you know you have something good coming into your life, that's what the devil want to keep you focused on. But when those things come up, you have to understand, these are the things that tore me away from what I thought once was. These are illusions. These are the things that, I had to be able to experience. I thought I believed in, and then the next, all these things is stripped away. Universe is stripped, took off veils, and then it was just you searching for your truth, started to dissolving the veils that you had on there, because they're all going in layers. You may be at peace with something, but you have to understand your healing goes in layers. There's a lot of different things that is going to come up, or maybe things that you didn't remember is going to come up. And then you're allowing yourself, when yes, you have that right to be mad, but you always have to choose to, because it's just like you staying mad. It's like you're holding on to that situation. You want to be able to get, answers from that. But then it's just like, when those things come up, it's like, yes, this did happen to me, but look at the situation it put me in to where I am today. You may not be exactly where you want to be, and I say that a lot too, but you are far more, you far more advanced than you were when you first started your journey. There's so many of us that are awakening. There are so many of us that knows we're empaths, but we knew there was something very unique about our empath abilities. It didn't fit with other empaths. You're very up there. You're very advanced. Evolution. And it's like we're molding into something that has not yet been discovered. It's been talked amongst the guardians, the galactic guardians, whatever they want to call it. Our ancestors, the ancient ones. They set the play on the things that was going to take place in our life, and they needed us to be going through the most grimiest different things that you're going to be that spotlight, because there's so many people that allow themselves to go into that victim mentality to feel like they have a right to press on something else on somebody, what is taking place in their life. And it's just like, why would you want, what you felt like when you did that? So you feel like you have a right to unleash that kind of abomination on somebody else. But then it's just like when they did, they weren't expecting us to evolve from that. They weren't expecting us to be able to come back, a million times stronger when those things are placed on you, because I'm connected to so many different things that's going on. Something very beautiful. It's like you have to be able to use that catapult you even further where you expected yourself to be, And it's just the fact that you have went through so many different things. You have grew from these things, even though it may be a day-by-day process. But allowing yourself to know that's where your power comes from it, because you're being honest with yourself. Because a lot of times we don't know, our soul feel tired, with me, and I'm just really trying to allow myself to find peace with that, and it's just like different things that you're allowing yourself to move on with that. When you tell yourself that, yes, I'm being honest with myself, about my emotions, I'm allowing myself to go a step further than what I did yesterday or even 5 minutes ago. And when you're allowing yourself to go through those different chains of events of change, actually, it's reflecting the strength of you, because there's a lot of people that are average, and not saying that as we're looking over people, but there's a lot of people that would not have been even able to make the first impact of trauma that you have went through and lived to tell that to another person. And you have gone through so many different things. And it's just like a lot of us have went through a lot of head trauma. A lot of us got these body issues to where either your back was broke, something's wrong with your neck. Because it's like, I always felt like since they took our angel wings away, that messed up our body in some kind of way, where we had a chain of events to where you have back issues. Even people that have not actually had any kind of accidents have back issues. And it's like you have those phantom pain, especially in between, like on the shoulder blades and in between the shoulder blades, you have those. And it's just like, you gotta think about it. If you're like a spiritual being, you have that novel. Jack up your caliber, you're not going to be calibrated anymore, and you're having to be forced to live a certain way, and it's just like, I know too many people like, Roslynn, I got this done with my back, I have to have that. I was supposed to have surgery on my back and my hips, and go through those things, so allow yourself to not, if my signal is messed up, it keeps on saying your connection is unstable, please wait a sec. Okay. So when you're going through these chain of events of all these things that are going on, don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel shame of the things you have endured or even the choices you made. All these things was there to teach you. You're learning from these things. If you know you have gone through and had some very bad mistakes, who haven't, we've done stupid things where we knew it was stupid and we still tried ourselves and did that. And then, next thing you know, poof, this happened. If you're learning from these situations, you're allowing yourself to grow from those things. Hold your head up high, because you're going there. You're reaching accolades that a lot of people are not being able to reach. And it's just because of the fact of the things you have endured. Don't sell yourself short because of the things that has happened to you. You can't change. I have to tell myself that all the time. It's like, look at everything you've been through. Look at, how many times you done died and had to come back. Look at how many different things is there was. It's just the fact that you weren't supposed to make it that long. The devil always try to play something in your life, try to take you out, and then God and universe was like, nah, we ain't ready for them yet. They got a place. They got their place and purpose right here, and it's not time for them to go yet. Or there may be times that you probably had suicidal thoughts and did things that that was, and you're here. Let me just put it that way. You may have done things to try to take your own self out, and you're still here. You know, everything has a purpose for happening the way it is. Everything is taking place in your life to where, you know, people may feel like, oh, I can't do this, or I can't find it, you know, this is impossible, I can't, you know. And it's like the only time is that I can't is that you have to be able to know what's going on. Y'all, I'm gonna have to, you know, hit y'all back. There's a phone call coming in, so much love, peace.